get the YouTube in here. Make sure all their audio is working good. The list is mostly just what's in my tabs here. That's the easiest way to sort it. Okay. Leak Websim 2, no. Okay, welcome to Team's Choice stream. It's a big, exciting one. We just wanted to, highlight some of the, it's canon, I said the name of the thing, yes. We just wanted to highlight some of the coolest Websims that people have made throughout the, almost the first full year of Websim, just about. So, there's going to be some that are from, like, the really early days and some that are from, more recent. It's gonna be a good mix of cool projects. So we're gonna get.
Pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Websim actually, we started at a hackathon almost 1 year ago today. It was on the 23rd of March last year. That's when Sean and I met at the Mistral hackathon in San Francisco, and he made the first version of Websim. So, and then 4 days later, we had users, and we were starting to see right away things that surprised us. You know, like we didn't expect any of this. I remember the first time we saw something that was 3D. We were like, what the heck did we build?
Yeah, the really early days were a lot of like people doing things that we didn't really know were possible with Websim, which was really cool. So let's start off with. We're gonna start with Poking Hazard 2, because it's really funny. It's a really good one. If y'all want to play along, we're gonna be sending the links the whole time, so feel free. Welcome to Poking Hazard 2. This one is QB's in here, so if you wanna chime in with more information, feel free. But this one is basically like you roll and you get random cards each roll. So you roll like 3 times each time. You'll see. So we're gonna hit roll card.
Yeah, and just the sound effects when it pulls the cards. I think like in Poking Hazard 1, that was like the first moment where this is a good one when I heard like the.
It's really good, yeah. It has a lot of like really smooth features like that, like the community section here where people can share the stuff that they made. It just works very well. Very creative. Let's see, and if you like one of the panels that you got, you can lock them.
Locking, so that way you can start to like get like really figure out your sequences and all that and make it funny. The community collection thing, that was one of the reasons why it was one of my picks for my favorites of Websim, just because it was one of the first ones that I saw that like really did that. Oh, am I gone?
Sorry, I had to mess with Discord settings.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the fact that there was like a community section was like one of the first ones that I saw that had that, and I think that's such a good pattern that like I've started to see like like everyone that's like great. Like, this game does not exist is another one that's awesome. Like it's got like a community gathering going on, so yeah, big fan of this one.
Yeah, it's super cool. You also can see the full collection of the things that you've unlocked and found, and there are 495 assets, I guess, uploaded to the thing, which is pretty cool because prior to having the asset browser, like this was not possible, and this is probably towards the upper end of how many things that you can add into the asset browser, but it's super good. It like very much pushed the boundaries because this is what, like, originally, I think, QB, do you remember when you started this? Because I feel like it was a couple months ago. Like it was some time, and it's only gotten better. Oh yeah, there's the rare cards too that you can bet on. Very cool. Yeah, that's fantastic. We got achievements too. Ooh, oh yeah, we should check out the shop. We got 2 coins here. Ooh, shop might be busted. Maybe. The Wii shop goes hard. Let's go SpongeBob. Dang, I don't know if this one, if the shop's gonna work for this. I think we've looked at everything for this one. Big credits though. Shout outs. Okay, let's go to... Let's check out Hell Trader. Hell Trader's a fun one. Yeah, it like, I was just editing the video where Max was making it, and he talks about it being you're in hell, but like you're a commodities day trader, which is super silly. So this one, the way that you play it, let's I might have to refresh so I'm not like out of money. Yeah, there we go, because you have rent to pay, right? So you have to profit. So we're gonna buy low. We're gonna try to. We own a ton of Sin. We're gonna wait. Okay, sell a little bit here. It's going up. It's way up. Sin is huge. You can see we sold it real high up. Now we've got 30 bucks. 30 bucks from 10. Kind of crazy. Let's keep buying, and then we can move on to another stock. Let's get a little bit of eggs. Oh, sometimes the prices change really quick, so you gotta watch it, right? Like now eggs are already at like 100 plus for some reason. Ash is affordable though. Yes. They sure have. All right, we're gonna stock up on more Sin here. I feel a peak coming here in the Sin, right? And I missed it. Oh well. Yeah, I could just be a commodities day trader in eggs, blood, souls, ash, bones, and Sin. Super silly. I also like this one has super good feedback too. I sell my soul so all my games are winners. We're not doing any winners today, but I appreciate the sentiment. That's up to you. I'm for a higher Sin price. as a high holder in Sin. My God. Okay, I did send the link for this one. All right, we are going to move to the next one then. Let's see. Yeah, let's do web chat. Web chat's super fun. So web chat is like sort of like character AI, where users can create their own AI personas that others can interact with. But this one's got the, of course, the Websim theme, but also the Windows 95 kind of theme, right? So let's pick, we can pick Redbot himself, and we can start a new chat. We can say, like, what's up, Redbot? Oh no! Unable to get response. Sure. Let's see, we might have to... Yeah, I forgot. Rest in peace. We'll come back to it. Let's see. We could go over Would You Rather. This is another fun one. Would You Rather was submitted to our social media competition, which had some of the funniest web sims that we've seen, like, period. And this was definitely one of those really funny ones. So basically people post here, and let's get the music going, right? Whoa. Okay, it's too much of a vibe. Would You Rather is one of those ones where people can post their own, like, ideas and others can vote on it. So you've got, like, would you rather read minds or predict the future? And you can say, like, predict the future here, read minds. I think it might also be busted with Cloudflare issues potentially, or with another one, don't know. But this was definitely, like, one of the funniest web sims that we've seen. For, like, communal interaction, right? Like, people can post their own ideas. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Right, right. Oh yeah, yeah. So we can show that. You can see the background, like the background and all the CSS elements get much redder as you scroll, yeah. Compared to up at the top. There is, yeah. Throw that on. And the colors still do the same changing. Very cool. Skier dad or border stud? Good question. He seems more, like, content with life. Okay. It's the same thing at, like, skate parks. Like, children are the ones that are doing the best. All right. We can look at a cute one here. The Chrome Ball Runner is another favorite. Another one of the team's faves. So, this one is basically another take on the sort of Chrome minigame that you can play when you run out of Wi-Fi, when you don't have internet, right? And you play as the dinosaur jumping over the cacti, right? So this is like that, but in WebSim. And there is, I believe there's high scores and live scores with other people that are playing. So if you guys jump in here, you should be able to see how badly you're losing to me. I mean, we should be able to see each other's scores. Is this real Chrome? Probably not. Probably not, but it is cool.
Really well done, and I remember we were doing, I think it was
Mm-hmm. Maybe I just need to refresh. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. It's even got cool music. Yeah, I like the visuals on this one a lot. I think it's a fun game, it works well, and it's also another one with a really low barrier to entry. Like, anybody can play this and get into it and have a good time. And I think that's really important for making games on Websim, right? It's super cool.
One of my picks was just because the live scores leaderboard. Like, this is the, I think this is still one of the only ones that I've seen that has that, and it's just such a
Where it's happening live instead of at the end of your play, yeah.
exactly. Like, I haven't really seen that. And also, I will just say too, we recently rolled out some changes to the way multiplayer works. So if you turn on, like, if you prompt and you turn on multiplayer beta, then that actually makes it really easy to make live, real-time multiplayer games, right? So, like, if you're a fan of agar.io or like slither.io or whatever, it's really easy to make those sorts of games in Websim now. You know, so we've got this contest coming up soon. There's this Twitter influencer, Levels.io, who's got a vibe coding game jam going on, and I think that someone could probably win that game jam with like a really well done and unique
Absolutely.
game. Just
Let's shout out the Vibe Jam, by the way, if you haven't seen it. If you don't know where to access, it's all over Twitter if you just search hashtag Vibe Jam, but also there's a link on the Websim homepage right there in the banner. And you got all the information here. You can win cash prizes both from the Websim team and you're only competing against other Websim users for that. And then there is another bigger overall competition by the influencer that Rob was talking about that you can also submit to. And that is all found right here. It's a pretty cool thing. There's going to be a lot of really good projects submitted. And again, first cash prize that Websim is doing. So, like, tune in, go crazy with it. Good luck. And we're going to be doing a play test with all of the participating Websim users that would like to on Sunday, I believe. And we're going to be testing each other's games and giving each other feedback and all that, seeing how we can make them better. So join in for that on Sunday. Okay. Let's take a look at another Websim here. Let's do the people's homepage. Rob, you know more about this one than I do, probably.
Yeah, this one's just funny. It was from WTT EOTM. It's one of our users and was an artist in residence for us for a couple months, and the premise of it is if you like the page or if you follow or if you comment on it or if you follow him, then it shows up. It shows up on this feed of the homepage. It's the people's homepage, and if maybe
so I just left a comment,
and then
and now it should pull up my stuff. Oh, maybe I have to.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Oh,
It's a commune sim. Um, um, no, it looks like it's not working right now, but it had a thing where as soon as you left that comment or you followed him, it would just start like playing some Soviet Russian music, and it was just funny. That's the reason. That's the
oh, it's
reason it's on this list. It's just because it's
glitched right
funny.
now. Darn.
I
Yeah, this
see.
one was super
Darn.
funny, and also shows a really good example of what you can do with the metadata API. So like this is like pulling real WebSim projects that do work, and for users that like haven't figured out how to do that or haven't used the metadata API yet, you just enable that, and it's able to pull trending projects from the homepage. You can make your own kind of version of the homepage. And you can also access, like, that's the tool that you use to make a custom profile page like this here. The way that you pull all of your like actual numbers here is by using the Websim metadata API. So it's super easy. You
The
can just say
profile is
like
so good.
thank you. I found a 10-minute recording of somebody just like on the train, so I put that in. That's the background music.
It's funny. Yeah.
But yeah, metadata API, you can access all your stuff. You can even show like all the recent comments across like multiple projects of yours. A lot of cool things you can do with it. Okay. Um yeah, this is a really funny one. This is a super goofy one. So this one was by API. This is a Katamari-like web sim. And basically, what you do is you start off as one of these little guys, and you have to try to pick up stuff on the ground while being like physically affected by the things that you're picking up, right? So like you are scooping up cubes to grow, but then you have to try to roll around on the cubes that you've attached to yourself. It's super goofy. If you get a little speed picked up here, and start really getting some cool stuff. Let's see. And you can eventually get big enough to like take over like all of the bigger things in this map, like all of these huge tubes that are going on, and the cubes and the buildings and stuff. We gotta get some growing going on first.
I think this
Oops.
one's cool too because one, it's just well done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sucker for a web sim that just works pretty
Yeah.
much. And but I'll say too, there's a lot of directions that this could go.
Yeah.
As I was mentioning earlier, we've got that new way of doing real-time multiplayer. I think it'd be really easy to prompt this to turn it into an IO game, where people are competing against each other, trying to get bigger, and all that. So
And doing
yeah,
PvP, this could be super silly. Yeah. We've already
exactly.
gotten a
Like
good
this
bit
could be
bigger now.
nice.
Yeah, I would love to see this expanded. It's a really fun web sim. Physics in web browsers is always just goofy. It's just a fun time. This one was also only done in 60 prompts, which is pretty cool. Very neat. Okay. Ooh, yeah, this is a good one. This is a really good one. We're gonna go over Vapor real quick. So Vapor is a RPG adventure system by OR9, where basically it's using our in-app AI generation stuff as well as the image generation to create a RPG game. So let's see if I think I have to click on the thing that it just shoved off the screen here.
Yeah, this one is just, I don't know, it's incredible. It's really well done. It works on mobile and desktop.
Oh, yeah, it's not been.
It's just
able to generate since the stream started. We'll try. We'll try. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time with it. Sorry.
Yeah, it looks like the generation is done. For the record, right now, y'all. Oh no, it looks like it's working.
Parts of it are working.
Junkyard. Yeah. This is not the project's fault. It is, and it's also not Websim's fault. I think it like has to do with Cloudflare right now, which is just something that we depend on, being down right now. But yeah, so maybe we can just come back to this one.
Bad timing, Cloudflare. Get it together.
Yeah. How dare they?
We can show Neil's Tetris Platformer then.
Oh yeah.
This one's goofy. Super goofy. Okay, posted the link if y'all wanted to play along. Okay, so this one you are playing as this little red square, and you are playing against the AI while the AI plays Tetris. And every time it places a block, it's putting coins on top of that block. And there you have a little window of time to go and scoop up the coins before another thing lands on top and potentially crushes you. This one's super goofy. It's also just like, I don't know, I love a good twist on a classic like Tetris. There's so many different directions that you can take it and more interesting things that you can do with it that like weren't possible back when it was first created. So seeing people like put new fresh takes on it is always really exciting. This one's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think like part of what was fun to me about this one too is just the story of how it got made. You know, like Neil. So Neil's one of our engineers on the team, and he was on. He was just waiting for his flight and just was talking to someone that was like sitting near him at the airport, and they were talking about Websim, and they were like, "Oh, can you make Tetris?" And it's like, "Yeah, that's easy." And then how about if it were a platformer? So, yeah, it's just a fun, cute, interesting one.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like Websim allows you to like create your ideas like that. It's a very very fun way of making ideas and creating things with them. Very quick response time. We got to 520. Good luck. Good luck. Okay. Whoa, this one's got spooky music going through. Okay, Project Grapple. Project Grapple is a super cool one. Also has mobile mode, which is good thinking. Oh wait. Oh no. No. Yeah, we're it's Cloudflare's having errors, so Websim is having errors, unfortunately.
Yeah, we can come back to this one.
Somebody changed their username and profile picture in the Discord to Cloudflare.
That's funny.
My God. Okay.
Yeah, everybody blame Cloudflare. Didn't respond. Hey,
let's see. Tab to the rhythm should work. Tap to the Rhythm was another entry into the Websim retro contest, I believe. Or maybe this one was for the music contest. I don't remember. Either way, QB made something really cool. And at my request, he added some emo garbage to the music selection. So we're gonna do that. Also, support QB's Patreon. Big shout outs. It's worth it. I am in there. You can join the coolest club on earth with me and Sean. Okay. So you start off as this little file, and you have to shoot Minesweeper mines at programs that are like speeding up to you, right? And they're trying to kill you. Let's see. If I don't focus, I'm gonna die. I'm really bad at this game. Oof. See, we've died. Oh, I'm at a wrong version. Okay. Oh, for some reason it opened me
If
up
we're at the
to a
wrong
specific
version,
one.
you should just set the current version or whatever.
He had the right one set to current, but for some reason it opened me up to the one after that version.
Oh, weird.
Goofy.
Okay, our fault.
Don't know. Whoa, okay, so there's a ton of songs. Wow. Ooh. Some custom ones. So the custom ones, are those the ones that users have uploaded, QB? Oh, very cool, okay. So you have like an AI like making the levels then for some of them? Oh no, failed to load. Here we go. You just upload the song and the MIDI. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite parts about this was just when I realized that, like, oh, it's popping up windows to the rhythm. You know?
Yeah,
like,
it's...
and it was, like, synced with the MIDI. And I think the prompt, like when I saw that, like, the prompt was, connect the spawning with the MIDI file. It was like that simple. It was like a really silly prompt. I just never would have thought to do something like that. It was
Yeah, that's really clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I very much like the rhythm boss fight. I think it's a fun time, a good concept. Maybe this was even for the advertisements contest, because we're clearing ads. I don't remember. But I believe once we finish this level, we should be able to access the shop, I think. Get some crazy upgrades here. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, we're locked in. Oh no.
The cheat for doing this sort of game well is to just like zoom out in the browser more, and it gives you more space.
Yes. I want y'all to be able to see, so I'm
Well, this is
okay, here we go.
This is just Gamer God Cat.
Yes. Nobody's ever done that well at this, ever actually. We got an S. So it gives you a full rank with your accuracy too. Really cool.
Ooh, that's new.
We missed 12. That's a lie. That's fake. We didn't. This is super well done. Tap to the Rhythm is definitely one of my favorite web sims I think that we've seen, and especially one of my favorites that like has come out of a contest. I think it's really cool. It's a really well done project and really well executed and cool ideas, and it works well. I like it. Great job, QB. Okay, Doge Decimator would probably work.
Oh yeah, this one should work fine.
Okay.
It used to have AI generation in it, but it actually got a little different. This was a project that Maury, the artist in residence, and I worked on together. He made most of it. I just kind of helped a little bit with some of the ideas here and there, but it. But basically, it was just a take on Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, and like its stated goal of like saving $2 trillion from the budget. And it was like, okay, how can we make a bit of a parody out of this? And so Maury actually went to a government website and copied a list of all of the agencies that had less than 1% of the budget, and pasted them all into ChatGPT and generated like this whole JSON that the game runs on, and it has like tasks and whatever, like, and you fail these tasks because because you cut the agencies.
Right, right. So we're
that are required.
attempting to enjoy functioning infrastructure in the capital, but it's impossible now because I cut the federal capital improvements program.
Yeah.
So let's
Yeah,
see.
and I just love that it says like, was it worth it, and like, it has these sound effects and all that. Um,
The simulated news down here at the bottom.
yeah, those are also a consequence of the choices you've made. So,
Let's cancel all these. So we cut civil
yeah,
works, some scholarships. Let's try to keep my home dry during heavy rain. Partially completed flood management projects failed during the first major storm event, leaving communities without the protection they were promised. Towns underwater after budget cuts delay crucial flood barriers. Because I cut the Corps of Engineers.
yeah,
Super goofy.
yeah. Was it worth it?
Well, we cut 0.7%, so that's, you know.
Yeah. Was it worth it?
Nah.
Look at the news headlines. Was it worth it?
Probably not, probably not.
Yeah. And you can actually also download this as an image.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, download results.
Oh, very neat.
And it just saves like an image of
Very cool.
an image of your choices. I'd say one of the reasons why I picked this one was just because it makes a statement. You know? Like it's I think that software can be memes. You know, like whatever whatever you believe about like this program or not, like I don't really care about that. Like, but like the point is like there's something that's going on in the news right now, and then someone was able to turn it into a game that made the whole thing feel more salient, right? Like I'd love to see more of that sort of content. I think it's pretty cool.
Very, very topical, very relevant, viral possibility with that. Very cool. I can no longer complete a degree because I cut the entire Department of Education.
Yeah, and was it worth it?
I think I'll end the game. Very cool. Yeah, this is an awesome web sim. Yeah, we almost made it. 1% of the budget slashed, you know. Very silly. Okay, Stream Sim is pretty interesting. Let's go with Stream Sim. I think it should work because it just uses.
I actually don't know if it's gonna work right now because it does use the AI generation on it, but just high level, what it does is it lets you like film yourself, or alternatively like stream whatever is on your screen, and then AI will actually look at a screenshot of, oh, it's working. Yeah. Okay, looks like the AI generation is working now. That's great.
This is a remix, they're saying. What's the original? Because this has 300 versions.
Every two seconds or so, it like takes a screenshot of like what you're looking at, and it has AI comment on it, and it's just really fun and funny, just doing things for a stream of imaginary people.
Yeah, I'm telling them they're all banned now. It looks like it is working. Let's see.
They can reply to your messages?
Yeah.
That's great.
$5 to say I hate you? So goofy. Let's see, okay, so you can change the style of chat. Let's make them confused.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
I think at one point I gave it instructions to just roast me mercilessly. That was fun. It called my mustache a caterpillar.
Oh my god. Okay, so here's the original stream sim they're saying. Let's see, if I can put in another video here. Oh, interesting. It broke, this one broke with like the video upload.
Oh.
Interesting.
No, it looks, it got platformer. It noticed it.
Oh, it did? Oh, yeah, okay.
It just took a second.
Interesting.
I think that's because it's like it starts out by only seeing a black screen, so like the first few messages are always something like, "Oh, are we just showing black screens now?"
Oh, okay.
You know.
Got you.
But
The L emoji, that's so goofy. Yeah, this one's super funny. Very good example of what can be done with Websim. Okay, yeah, Rick's in here. This is one of Rick's favorites. I think it's a cool one. But if you're here and you want to say more about it, feel free. We're gonna hit start on it. Basically, you have evolution simulations happening, right? So you have these little guys. Oh, Rick's in here. Hello.
Hi, hello. I have been here. This project here just does a really good job of showcasing how you can also integrate various different libraries that include things like neural networks. Specifically in this case, it has, when you click on, yeah, as you can see there. Sorry, this stream's a bit delayed. The neural network displays it's active, it's real time, it's using an associated library for it, and so it showcases the expanse that libraries can add to WebSims just simply through natural prompt. Like if you look at the prompt history, they didn't specify the library, it was just done so via the vibe code. It's beautiful. And if you sit and let it go for like 35 minutes to an hour like I had done, they start to develop niches and behave uniquely.
Oh, interesting.
It's
Interesting.
really fun. Yeah.
So let's. I'm
gonna
gonna up
ahead
the
and hop off the
mutation,
stage,
right?
But I wanted to.
Sounds good. Thank you
make that the
for
clear
explaining like
reason.
what's cool about it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, so you can see like there it's measuring like the average fitness of each like of everything in this generation, right? And it's going to get rid of some of the worst ones. And then they're going to continue to evolve, and it looks like it's even changing like their health bars. Some of them are like faster. Some of them seem to be more aggressive. We're going to leave this. We'll come back to it to see like how it evolves over time. But this one is super cool. It's a very good example of like using WebSim to do like simulations of life and evolution things. And it's good. It is well done. This is one that is one of my personal favorites. It's called Procedural Farming game. Basically, you start off with a couple seeds here, and like that one tweet of the guy who is saying that you can turn 2 tomatoes into 20,000 in a year, then that's what you're doing here, basically. So we've got the rain happening, so we don't really need to water our stuff. You can see it's at full moisture here, but we can add in some fertilizer, which is pretty cool. We've also got rabbits eating our shit, which is a little... Grrr! Classic. So it also has seasons, which is really cool. So you can see like it's spring, so apples and potatoes grow faster. I assume spring has more rain. You can also turn on the auto time, which this when I first found this project, the auto time really impressed me because it's like actually casting shadows.
Oh yeah.
The sun is moving. The sun is moving. It's crazy. So let's see. A lot of these are still not ready to harvest yet. Okay, but now it's the next day. You can see that the apples are a little bit bigger. And like, look at the wind. The wind looks really good.
Ooh.
The plants are waving. The models of the plants look really good. And that was another one that this person started this project, I believe, in Sonnet 3.5, I want to say. And then when they updated it, it was Sonnet 3.7 had come out, so they were able to get this like project to be a lot more visually complete. One of the first things that really blew me away was just like the graphics of of how Sonnet generated the plants, because usually it's like kind of not great, but these are done really well. So let's see if we can get a few more seeds here and get planting. Get a corn back there. We'll get a pumpkin over here. Let's see. Now we can harvest these here. Boom. So we've got 2 apples, and we can sell them or extract the seeds. Let's go with extracting seeds on one. And the other one we're gonna sell. 15 bones. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh yeah. So you can see our tomato is fully grown now after we fertilized it. So we can pick that. We can do the same thing there. Extract those seeds. This one's just really cool because it's like has a really long gameplay loop. It has like there's a long amount of time that you can play this game and still like not beat it, right? Like there's a lot to it. And I think that's really fun. It also just looks visually really good. Oh, and it has a full screen button and a screenshot button. Crazy. The puddles on the ground. Come on. The puddles are crazy.
I also really loved games like this growing up, honestly. Like I played a lot of Farmville. I also played a lot of Dragon Vale.
Yes.
I don't know if anyone knew that one. There's that like whole genre that is really good, and like I think eventually it turned into, you know, clicker games because people saw Farmville, and I think the original cookie clicker was actually like a joke on Farmville. They were like, Farmville is essentially this, but with like more with more steps to it. But yeah, I don't know. I just really loved those games. I think that's something else that was like different about Farmville versus like clicker games too, is that like it wasn't just that like mechanic of like doing things and waiting and all that, but it was also like you could make things look artistic as well. You know, like you might like plant a bunch of bushes and basically that's just you painting green, right? Like I could see this exact same thing working. Like imagine like they make the plot of land much bigger. I don't know if that's like a part of the game loop too.
I think you can
That
actually.
might be interesting for them to add. Yeah.
You can get the new farming plots. Let's see.
Yeah.
We've got time on 10x, so it'll be just like another day before we can harvest these guys and get a bunch of money. Here we go. Okay, let's sell all these. Boom. And adds a new farming plot. Oh, cool. Okay, so then it pulls up like the plots and you can place it anywhere. Go next to the house there. Very cool. You can even get the weather forecast so that you know how much work you need to be doing. Different plants do better in different seasons. You can see I keep losing tomatoes because it's too rainy this time of the year, and that's a good touch. That's a really good touch for a gardening game. It's a really cool one. Great work by Amoeba007. Cloudflare's back. Heck yeah. Okay, let's see if Would You Rather works then. Yes, okay, so the votes on Would You Rather work perfect. So the project was not broken. Maybe we can even make a new post here. Would you rather, what do we think? What do we got? Websim for breakfast. Or, I don't know.
Would you rather touch grass or stay inside?
Real, okay. Touch grass, stay inside. And let's go get a grass touching image. Okay, perfect. Hackerman Gaming. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with the classic. Okay. And we'll go back to Would You Rather here. Option A is going to have our touch grass image. Option B is going to have our Hackerman. Save. now we can we should be able to watch y'all's votes come in real time if you go vote. Theoretically. There's also a little loading animation on this. It's really similar to the white background of the circle, but there is a little loading animation. The saving might be busted though. Vapor seems to be up again. Cool, we can definitely go through Vapor. See, did it post mine? It did not. Rest in peace. New Websim alert though. Very cool. All right, let's go back to Vapor then. Vapor is by OR9. Here we go. Yes, it works perfect. Okay. So we start off at this wilderness campsite. We got synthwave hums softly in my skull as I take in the scene. A fleeting, almost forbidden wish for analog peace flickers through my code-laden thoughts before dissolving into the neon-drenched reality I know. Interesting, interesting. So we can drink from the stream. We can search for tracks, inspect the campfire, stoke it, tell a story, examine the tent, listen to the forest. What do we think, y'all? Gaze at the mountains, go into the forest.
I like telling stories just because I think it's fun to see all the different
Let's do it.
All the different varieties that you can do. Like environmental puzzle. That can
Okay.
be fun. Or solar punk. And it looks fun.
Small town USA, okay.
Okay.
And you're gonna be a time traveler.
Great.
And you have to... What do we think?
Find a lost city of gold.
There we go.
Collect overdue debits. That's also funny.
Our adventure begins, okay. Oh, here we go. So we've got our thoughts popping up, and the image should be coming in soon. Maybe. Hit the refresh, okay.
Borked again.
Rip.
Cloudflare, I thought you got fixed. Why don't we just try clicking? We can just try clicking on one of these options instead of telling a story.
We're climbing, because I want to see if you can break a leg in this. It'll also probably have a good view. Good view. Yeah, I think it might still be busted. I do really like the this is definitely still like, it might be bugged right now, which is again not the creator's fault. But like this is definitely one of my like all-time favorite web sims because it's a lot like AI Dungeon or AI Roguelite or similar games, but fun. Like those games are really they're good, but they're not a vibe. This is a vibe. You have your character's eyes blinking, right? You're like hearing the atmosphere. You're like the panoramic view of like with the image generation is really cool too. That's like something I've never seen before in WebSim. Like using the image generation to specifically do panoramic views is super cool, and it makes it feel a lot more like immersive, and like all of the visual filters that you put over it like adds like a whole like dreamlike vibe to it, to where you're like sort of suspended from reality a little bit, and it's like, I don't know, it fits with the project really well. On virtual desktop, this works fully as a VR project in full screen, turning your head and looking around with it. That's crazy. That's super cool. I'm gonna have to try that
This works
sometime.
in VR.
I guess
Okay,
so.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah, I mean, this one's just super creative. I mean, it's not like, yeah, like infinite choose your own adventure is like not necessarily like a new thing, but like the implementation here and like the idea and the design is just really good.
Yeah, entirely novel to other like AI choose your own adventure things, and I think that's awesome. OR9, like, absolutely great work.
It's good too because it's like not too much text. Like that's kind of like one of the problems with like choose your own adventures is just who wants to read all that.
Mm.
but but like here all the text is like choices. It's like very active.
And you get like a sentence or two. Yeah, it's definitely made for keeping you in that like flow state for sure. Let's see, is this one?
Yeah, try just reloading it. I think it might be working. Oh, weird, it was working for me a second
Oh, here we
ago,
go.
I guess.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
one's
Project
actually
Grapple works.
multiplayer too.
Yeah, let me get you guys in here. Cloudflare has allowed us a little bit of time to play Websim. So this one, Project Grapple, puts you into a unique map, a very vertical map, very disjointed vertical map that you can explore through the use of a grappling hook. So you go to different areas by kind of Spider-Manning there with Q. Kind of sick. There's also a shop. Let's see.
It also like used to have. It doesn't still have this, but trails are cool.
Very neat.
But it used to have like a chat room, like to it as well, which I really liked. I think if Intense Tomatoes watching, I think they should consider adding the chat room back because it was kind of just like fun grappling around and just like saying hello.
Yeah,
Once in a while to
yeah.
people.
It's a very social web sim.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's like what's that fishing game that you talk about?
Web fishing.
Kat, that you really like?
Web
Yeah.
fishing, yes. Very similar.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is a good
fishing.
one.
It's just kind of like a hangout game, right? Like where you're just doing something that's like fun, but like maybe not too involved. And
Yeah,
also
there's
just
a
have
small
people.
mini game to focus on, but like the point is to talk to people. So if you're in this world with me, hit H and go to Fever Dream, and we should be able to see each other. Oh, never mind. We changed to city. Go back. See if the multiplayer is still functional. Not sure.
Okay, I'm in it.
Don't think I can see y'all.
Yeah, I'm not seeing you. I thought I was seeing people a minute ago. But I mean, like even single player, this is like a really cool, just like fun experience. Like it was like a cool 3D thing to have created, and I think every game is better with a grappling hook.
Yes.
Personally.
This reminds me of Just Cause 2 with the multiplayer mod. Really good time. Project Grapple,
Yeah.
and you earn money over time just by hanging out in the room that you can then use for cool cosmetics, like the particle trail and the outfit colors and things like that. Really neat. Project Grapple, very cool. Also, just really fun physics, cool maps. Yeah, it's a good one. Boom. All right. Ooh, our evolution simulator has progressed a little bit. So since we left it, it looks like... I think you can see the sight ranges of some of them. That's what these like really light circles are. So you can see like some of them have evolved for being able to, like this one, this pink one here has like a fairly sizable health bar, but a short sight range. He's kind of quick. Here he is again. But they're each picking different niches, like Rick said, to sort of like specialize in how they can collect more food on the ground. So like without getting killed. So some of them are just going for being really slow, but being really aware and having like a long sight range and being able to walk away. It's really like, it's something that like you have to really notice the subtle changes with, I guess, to understand what's happening. Because since it's not very like visual, but like really cool example of the ability to like simulate evolution and random mutations in Websim and using neural networks to do so, which again, like Rick mentioned, the person never like told it like which neural network to use here. It found one. And that's super cool. They just knew that they wanted that. And yeah, incredible stuff. Another one that the team really likes is Demolish and Destroy by It's Frosty. Demolish and Destroy is super fun. Really good physics web sim that you start off with. I might have to zoom out a little bit for this one, actually. You start off with just this standard ball, but you gain points by knocking things off the map, and you progress to the next level by knocking everything off of the map, or off of this platform, rather. So we can do that real quick, and then we can upgrade our ball to a heavier one. Whoa. Let's go with a heavy ball here. So now you can see it's like shooting slower, but it's moving the things that it does hit a lot more because it's got more mass behind it. I think this one was an entry for our physics competition, and it's a very good example of like simple web-based physics stuff that you can do that like creates actual functional games that are a really good time and novel and unique. Like this is very similar to a clicker in the way that it like you have that like incremental progress. You know, it's not like an FPS or like a Souls-like where you're like focusing really hard. You're just kind of you're hanging out, you're clicking on stuff, and you're progressing over time, and that's really fun. It's just a good vibe. So let's get some of one of the fun upgrades here real quick if I can get these last pieces off. Cool. Speed ball. Boom. Boom. Look at how fast that is.
So good. The physics on this are just also like really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's show that one that's like
Oh yeah, flies as a spaceship. Sure.
I love that one.
Let's do it. I want to show the phantom ball real quick though, because that's one of the ones that does what's it called?
Yeah.
Has a weird effect on it. So we got 80 points, so now we have the phantom ball, which is the first one that is not just like faster or heavier or bouncier. This one is a zero gravity ball with extreme knockback. Ooh, okay, so we're sniping them a little bit. Very interesting. Very interesting. Pow, 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 pow. And you gain points faster as well as you like progress through more levels, and they give you more cubes to knock off the map as well. So then you can get things like this crazy laser ball, and you can go all the way down to 4,000 points to get the void ball that erases blocks from existence upon touch, which is crazy. A lot of really fun, unique ones in here. Okay, we're gonna look at Fly as a Spaceship. Version 119.
This one was so funny. I forgot about this one.
Okay. Roblox sounds. Here we go. Okay, okay. This one's got tons of particle effects, tons of visuals going on. Our score is big. Our score is gigantic to the power of 75. Very cool.
Bigger scores mean better games.
It means I'm really good at gaming.
Yeah.
My score's now infinity. Okay, so now I can definitely get like... Ooh, okay, so we can enter premium mode to purchase. Okay. Get a few upgrades here. AI chat, interesting, interesting. Where's the premium? Oh, here we go. Boom. Turn on auto fire. You can make the background all particles. Whoa. Or dynamic. Whoa, that's crazy. We're gonna do particles. Oh, okay, so you've got VFX for the higher tier. Different game modes. Funky, funky. Excessive particle effects. Turn the visual effects all the way up. Okay, here we go. And now we've got rainbow trails. Whoa. we're zooming. Here we go.
So good. So good. It's just fun. This is just a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I don't know if y'all have heard of the concept of like juice in games, where it's wait, is this music now?
Oh yeah. I'm moving too fast to control. This is super funny. So this one was also an entry into our Valentine's Day contest, which is why you have some of the Valentine's branding stuff up here, which is super cool. Changelog too, very neat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Fly as a Spaceship is super fun. Okay,
Yeah, a game just has like juice, you know, like it's every interaction like feels impactful, which I think is really fun in games.
welcome, Max.
Hey everybody, Websim's back.
Websim is back, yay! Let me see if I can get Max's face in here with us.
Oh yeah, thanks Matt. Wow.
While I'm messing with stream stuff, we're just gonna...
Yep, there I am.
Wow, Max looks just like me. Crazy.
It'll be a sec. Okay. See if we can generate a new image on NCS Music, right? Right.
Yeah, the audio is a little funky.
Oh shoot, whips.
From the in-app stuff.
Oh, okay. Is it too loud?
Or no, it's just not really like it's kind of coming through like garbled.
Oh,
it's all good.
unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to do too many, but
Yeah.
I love this project. Like this is, for me, this is still, for some reason, the project that I will show people for the first time, just to be like, what is on Websim, because nobody expects it and it makes them laugh really hard. It was down for a little bit. Remember, like it's actually from before our asset system, and so it uses all file garden URLs, and file garden went down. And so if file garden ever goes down for good, I hope somebody revives this project in some form.
Somebody has to.
Yeah. And
sorry, just
it also reminds me of like
this.
some of the like comment, like I like how, you know, there's just a lot of content in there that's been added over time. I like this kind of project, and yeah, it makes me laugh. And also, I think you can actually roll. You know, it's kind of like a slot machine, but you can actually get Websim as one of the results. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
All right, we almost have Max in. There we go.
Heroic. Thank you, Kat.
Of course.
That's a creative solution right there.
It's the thing is it's because of Discord. I would be able to do it. I'd be able to have it set up beforehand, but Discord's events channel does things differently than Discord does like all of their other streams and things like that. It's annoying. I don't know how to explain it.
Hey, everybody, I'm normal size Max now.
This is
And
we
then
got Max Websim.
yes.
Okay.
And also, I just appreciated learning about NCS music through this Websim. I realized, like, after I found it on Websim, but then I found out, like, that's a whole meme, and there's a lot of funny stuff. But I just really enjoyed this one.
I feel like there's been a good amount of memes that I've like discovered through Websim. Like I didn't know about them before, and then I'm like, oh, okay, that's what Super Mario Logan is. Okay, cool.
Totally.
Yes.
Um,
The kids have
I
enlightened us to
also-
so many memes.
Could I show one more, like a recent
Yeah,
one?
absolutely.
I'll send you the link, but it's the Frutiger Arrow experience.
Oh, I've got that one pulled up actually here.
Oh, this one, well...
This one that you just sent? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is new. It's so good. I don't know if the full... I think people should play it themselves to just experience, but the combination of the music and the flyovers and the UI, I just... I definitely... You know, I feel like I also lived through, like, the Frutiger Arrow thing, and I feel like one thing about Frutiger Arrow is that it was always just the static box art. Because in this era, there was like, it would show you the static screenshot and render of what it would feel like to like use Windows Vista and stuff. But then it was always just like pre-baked, right? And the actual software never actually looked like the dream that they were selling. And I like this project feels like I can finally enter the software that I thought I would be using as a kid. And the music's really good and stuff.
Finally,
So,
the Xbox One menu.
yeah, I don't know where this is going, but like just the butterfly motion is really beautiful. And yeah, I love it.
I don't know why I can't get the audio to play for it.
Oh, that's interesting. People should play it themselves then. You know, it's just kind of like a chill walking simulator, but it's
Here we
very
go.
beautiful. And I think the creator's still working on it, so.
Yeah, it looks like it.
see
The
where it
most
goes.
recent update was an hour ago, so it could have just broken too.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, here we go. Now we have audio working in version 95. Perfect. What a vibe. Wow. You know, you could almost say that looks like the tallest building in the greatest city on Earth. You could almost say that.
Like Sears Tower?
Yeah. It does look like that.
That's actually where Frutiger Arrow is based on.
Frutiger Arrow City.
Wow.
You can see. It's proof. Okay, I already sent the link for this one. Yes. Okay.
The microscope one.
Oh yeah.
Yes, let's
And
do
I
that
also
one.
wanted to- Oh, you know what? I've got another link for them. Let me find it. The I have to go pull it up after. I can't find it right now. But the mic. Oh wait, is this?
This is funky.
I love the Microscope project, and I was looking through all the prompts and kind of like watching the progress of it being made, and it was just like a big journey to kind of watch, and the use of interesting prompting techniques. And I just also love that the comments are suggesting new things. There's a whole other like fork of it, which is it's as a game where it shows you the result and you have to guess.
Oh,
which
that's
thing you're
cool.
looking at. Yeah, and I just love these things that like are websites that use a lot of assets and kind of like connect out to the real world.
Our faces are covering it right now, but I'm looking through the prompt history and it says add pee and poop.
Okay, wait.
So you said you watched this one change. I'm trying to scroll back to the first version right now, but like when you found it, what did it look like? What was it like, I guess?
It's just had a lot of things added to it over time.
Okay.
And then, okay, wait. Okay, I found the link. Kat, I'm sending this to you right now.
Okay.
So this is I made like a tree viewer for
Whoa.
a given Websim project, and so you can at the top there. That's the beginning of the Microscope project.
Okay.
And if you scroll down, like this is the
Wow. Okay.
these are the different forks as they were trying things, and you can see there's like a whole other branch where they were trying to turn it into more of a game.
Wow. It's really interesting seeing seeing it in this view and the different amounts of branches and how far those branches go. Like let's see if we can find like another user who kind of took this a little bit far. Here's a big split. You have version 139. They tried to add the beetle foot, but it looks like there was a bug. So there was one big split in each direction where they tried different solutions to fix it. So you can see all of those that went with this solution are over here.
I think, well, actually, if you zoom in on the right side, I think that's the game version, the mini game version.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, add a mini game. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And
Very
so
cool.
So this is like there's this whole mini game that you can. It's still in the project history that you can go play and kind of try to guess. But I think they gave up on it because it was, I don't know, maybe they just wanted to keep adding other content to the other side. But and then I guess I'm also maybe just showing off my project history viewer if anybody wants to try loading other
it's
projects.
really cool.
That's a really cool project, Max.
It was
I'm gonna link that on
yeah,
YouTube.
it's actually simpler than it looks, but you can load other projects in it, and you can kind of get a sense of. I always like to see who just prompts in a straight line versus who tries a lot of options. Works a lot.
That is interesting. Let's see, I think I'm on the version now. Yeah. Add a mini game. Okay. Start mini game. Ooh.
I think that's
Skin. I think it's
human skin.
That's what I'm thinking. No.
I vote books.
You were right the first time. It was scales.
Oh.
What do we think here?
Scales.
Red food coloring.
Strawberry.
Okay, it was food coloring. This is pollen. Easy.
Right.
That's good.
Granite? I don't know. It's a rubber band. Wow. Margarita salt. Okay. I'm gonna go with silver birch. This looks, or no, this is cork actually.
No,
What?
Yeah, that's a plant. That's definitely a plant.
It's definitely a plant. Okay, it was birch. Okay. What do we got here? Obsidian?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Very
This
cool.
is a good game. They should.
I like
should
it.
Build on this version.
I know. Somebody should remix this version and make it
Ooh.
the main thing.
Wow. That's
Activated sludge.
definitely a leaf.
What is activated sludge?
Activated sludge is goofy.
Site.
Cork, okay. Salt, easy.
Yeah.
Tar.
I'm like engrossed.
Interesting.
With this game.
This is crazy. Yeah, this is really good.
Rose petals.
Yep. Wow. Oh, here we go.
Grade. Love those little guys.
Oh yeah. Black mold. There's circles and squiggles. That's definitely mold. Super cool. Oh.
Y'all haven't looked into tardigrades before. They are a very fun thing to randomly go down an internet rabbit hole about. talk to Claude about.
The label on this one.
That's the prompt that I suggest. Go to Claude and just be like, hey, what makes tardigrades so cool? And it'll go nuts.
Okay. Let's see what else we've got.
I think that's pretty much all I wanted to show, but just wanted to... Oh yeah, this one, I just like this meme.
Okay. Big Man Blastoise. Okay.
Yeah, I was just so happy to see a Websim about this song.
Big man Blastoise, big man Blastoise, big man
Ooh.
Blastoise, big man Blastoise, big man Blastoise, big man Blastoise.
Oh, I grew? Okay.
Big man Blastoise, big.
Gonna make sure I post that link for y'all. Goofy. Oh, we got Pikachu. Okay.
Big man Blastoise, big man Blastoise.
This is super silly.
Big man Blastoise, big man Blastoise.
Websim as a vehicle for shit posting. Fantastic. All right.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the stream. Fun to
Of
share
course.
some projects that I love.
Heck yeah. Yeah, thank you for sharing these bangers.
Yes.
Big shouts to Project Revision Graph. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to look at this cool particle sandbox. Really funky one. This is a newer one that I actually just found for the first time today. It's really complete. It's really complete. So this is another interesting thing that this one has too. You can see the like density and temperature and reactions of various objects if you just click this like little information button on them. If I zoom in more, you'll be able to actually see that. There we go. So if I click on sulfur here, you can see temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. For snow, the temperature is -5. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's see. We're gonna start by doing the classic sand game test. We're gonna make a pot of water and we're gonna try to boil it. We're gonna see if it works. So fill this up with water. I probably should have filled this up with water, but you know what? That's fine. It doesn't really matter. Oh, I'm melting the steel now. Okay, hold on. All right. Fill this up with some water, maybe some lava even. Oh no, the water or the lava goes straight through it. Crazy. We got melted cheese though. It does. I should have expected it.
Yeah.
Stink gas. Interesting. Interesting. Can slow down the simulation speed too. Whoa. This one's cool because you can do like, let's see if I get, let's get a floor of sand here, some dust, some soil. We'll make a little, you can see there's grass happening. There's little plants that grow. We can get a tree, some butterflies, bamboo.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's see if we can also.
There's so many things.
This one has a ton of features and a ton of like different interactions. It's really interesting. Toilet water is separate from regular water, which is really interesting. There's got to be something there. Oh my god. Toilet water definitely does something bad.
I guess it was just like toxic, maybe.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, the tree is growing in a really interesting pattern.
It's like growing on itself now, yeah.
I love a good sand sim.
They're really good.
There's also a kind of subtle effect that, you know, not everyone might notice, but if you like out a bunch of sand somewhere, or even you can like see it in the purple one. Like look how it's not all the same color. It's not all
Mm-hmm.
the same purple, but it's like a bunch of different shades of the purple, but it still like looks cohesive together. I think just that subtle effect is like really good for the aesthetic value
Yes, it makes it feel a
of
lot
this
more
Websim.
alive. Um,
Yeah.
Something is infecting our sand now, it looks like. Wow, it can eat molten copper too. Crazy. So you've got you got bouncy putty, fire slime, sludge, rats, fish, eggs, and also food. The food was a really interesting one that I saw that really like drew my eye to this because I don't think I've seen sand sims, at least in Websim, that do food. But I think it's a really interesting idea to be able to spawn like soil and you make like a little guy and then do a ton of ice cream, you know? It's just interesting. Like let's see, we can also get like fungus, I think. And that should be able to eat it. Yeah, we got puffballs here, so that should be able to spread pretty well. I don't know. It's really neat. A lot of cool interactions here. This person clearly spent a lot of time on it. Nikki Poo's particle sandbox is killer. Big killer. All right. This one is one of my favorites. This is by Light Horse, who makes a lot of really cool visual things. This one is titled "Have Fun with Image Cubes." So if you upload an image, let's see, we'll upload our touch grass picture. You can see it like turns it into a bunch of like weird cubes that are interacting with your mouse. There's like some like black hole swirling vortex stuff going on, some like pushing it from the center. It's interesting. Really goofy effect on the touch grass picture. But you can also put in a lot like more interesting images and it'll do cooler things, like for example, oh, this one might be a little bit too intense. Let's refresh the page and do a different image there. Here, this is this is technically, you can't tell, but this is a Websim thumbnail for one of the streams. It just turns it into point values and cubes that you can interact with. I think it's super fun. And made with haiku in 10 prompts. Really good example that you can make something that's like super engaging and visually unique with just a few prompts and with the free models especially. This is that farming game that we were playing earlier, a screenshot of that. Super cool. I like the effect on it a lot. All right. This one is super cool. This one is multiplayer, so I'm gonna force you all to get in here. This is online 3D tag. So you're in a chat room, and oh look, somebody's already in here. Am I it? I don't think I am. But you're in a chat room where you are playing tag and doing like simple platforming stuff. There's power-ups, there's abilities like ground slam. Let's see if I... Oh, whoops. Unpause the game. Okay, so I'm it now. I gotta figure out how to tag somebody else here. Ooh. Ooh, okay, we're going. Okay, I got Trey. Trey's it now. We're gonna run. We're hopping away. We're going way up. Nobody's ever going to get me up here. Oh yeah. Yeah, so now we can see what's going on. Now somebody else is it. Yeah, now it's QB. Oh geez, I fell. This one's super fun though. It's a lot like the Project Grapple, where it's just a good example of like using Websim for these creative multiplayer experiences, where the like I could see people screaming at each other in a voice lobby over this game, right? Like very, yeah, like Gorilla Tag. Very, very silly. I like the vibe of it. I like that you have abilities here like the up dash and you have ground slam. Really cool stuff, as well as power-ups. Yeah, I like online 3D tag. I like the physics environment that you have to interact with. Oh, somebody just got me. You can see the game's addictive, okay? It's a really good one. Okay. This one I'm not going to play through fully because it takes a while, but this one is hilarious. And it's probably one of the better horror games that I've seen in Websim. So let's refresh here, and because there's some weird audio. Should be hearing it already. Oh my god, 1,700 versions. Okay, so yeah, we've got the audio. So you're in a room. There is a way to get out somehow. Don't know how, but eventually.
You're looking like you've gone
Here we go.
completely bonkers, but no worries. Chumfles is here to give you a proper kick in the knickers. A quick nap is just what you need to get your head back in the game.
Yeah, it's a fully playable game. Yeah, so there's a weird narrator guy behind the door who keeps talking to you, and that's part of the game, right? You have to figure out like who this person is, how to get out, because there is a way to. You also have this like meter in the top right where it shows like how annoyed you are. So if you keep hitting the wall, right?
About the way life unfolds when we simply stop to notice. It's in those moments when the world seems to
The
slow
weird
down,
voice usage,
but
yeah.
the universe itself is giving you a break, inviting you to breathe and take it all in. The warm breeze that kisses your skin, the leaves that flutter above you as if they're
Yeah, it's all
dancing to their
assets
own rhythm.
in here.
The hum of life around you. It's all so simple, yet so profound. In these moments, there's a reminder that life doesn't always need to be big or loud to be beautiful. It's the kind of peace you can only find.
We're just gonna sleep.
I almost forgot about you. Here is your food. It's some old bread.
Weird stuff.
Pretty rough.
Yeah, I don't know. I like this web sim because it is genuinely unsettling. I don't like playing it. Like I do, it's fun, but it is unsettling. Like that's what I mean. Like it's like blah. It's like makes your skin crawl. It's really good.
It was like really well crafted.
Yes,
Like,
that's
there's
yeah.
A lot of like love and thought that clearly went into this.
Yes.
A lot of effort probably outside of Websim too, like gathering these different sound files.
Greetings,
and, like,
dear
planning
Codecracker. It
and
is I,
all that,
Chumfles,
yeah.
the sentient door speaking. Yes, I possess a mind of my own, just like many other things. And let me tell you, there is virtually no
Yeah.
chance of you successfully cracking that code.
The
no matter how hard you
the
find
AI
a way, you'll
narrator
find
is
yourself
goofy.
facing an
I really like it.
insurmountable obstacle. But go on, don't
we
let
also
that
just
deter
haven't
you.
seen
I
that
must
many
admit,
horror
I do
games
find
in
immense
Websim.
amusement in observing your futile
This
attempts.
one's fantastic.
So, carry
Really
on.
love that.
I shall eagerly await your ongoing endeavors.
Looks like it also has multiplayer. So maybe there's a way to see other players. Not sure. But yeah, really good project. Another team's choice favorite is the Newton's Light Experiment by Groximus.
Oh yeah.
Really good one. Has also gone through a ton of updates since the last time we saw it. I believe this one was also for our physics contest. And it's just a recreation of the popular Newton's Light Experiment thing that you'll do in science class or whatever. You can do a lot of really fun things with it, right? Like, let's see what's a good example of what we can do here. Let's get it going into into this dome. You can see like the light reflects off of it and goes sort of around the edge and through. It's simulating like how light is like theoretically supposed to move, right? Really cool. Let's rotate this dome a little bit and catch some of those lights, and then we can shoot it out in a couple directions here with the half dome.
I bet they had to rotate their dome a lot to make this.
Seriously, like there probably had to be like some crazy weird prompts, I imagine, where you're like just trying to figure out the best way to explain what you're doing to the AI. I can imagine that's what a
Yeah.
lot of this is.
A lot of banging your dome up against the prompt bar.
Yes.
Until, until you get it working, but this looks and works great.
Yeah, it's super cool. We can even do so this is like filtering for green light here. We can do the segmented wall thing here. Very neat. It's a really good project. Also just like a great showcase of Websim as a potential for doing like educational stuff and doing like simulations of experiments like this, and being able to do that without having to own the Newton's Light experiment kit or like have all the things for it or the space. It's really cool that like Websim allows for people to like make these things and then also socially share them and like talk about it, because there are people really like this one. There's a lot of very hyped comments about it. And I just, yeah, I think it's really cool that Websim is able to do that for people. Focusing the ultraviolet light here, kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. We got water tubes as well. Funky. Yeah, Newton's Light experiment is an awesome one. You should have a website that you made to some of your teachers at school. Awesome. Do you know, can you say which one it was if it's not private? Okay. Another really cool one is this procedural town builder. This is by the same creator that made the farming game earlier, the 3D farm. So this one is similar, but it's like a whole town. So these gray pieces are roads, and let's make a farm. So you start by placing down a farmhouse. Let's do that here off of this road, and put some fields around it. Boom, boom, boom. Very cool. You can also build houses. All different kinds of houses. It also shows you
so
your...
aesthetically pleasing.
It looks very good, which is also like... It's impressive that it looks so good while also having all of these stats,
Yeah.
like it's really simulating population and taxes and commercial income and maintenance costs, jobs. You have like a budget. You have to keep your people alive, right, and happy. So let's see. We put down a school, a library. We'll put down a park. Let's see, we can give them a church, and a mosque, and a temple. And we're gonna do. You can also build more roads too, which is pretty cool, and you can build them over water, which is neat. Looks like we can... Oh, I'm digging a canal. Interesting. Very cool. So yeah, this Websim is really cool because it's like simulating an entire town and the interactions that all of these like... I assume they're not using language model feature for this. No. Yeah, so like they have the code telling the little individuals what to do, but I think it's a super interesting project that like usually wouldn't be seen in Websim due to like the complexity of it, but it's cool that like as of later it's gotten so much more capable that this is something that like people can make and make well. This is definitely something that like I have played a lot in my off time. It's a really good one. You got trains. Okay. Do you want to go over this one, Rob?
Oh, yeah, sure. This is just one of mine. That's one of my favorites that I made. It's a document editor, and it's inspired by an app I really like called Lex, that you should check out. But it's a document editor that has a bunch of AI features to it. So if you type the plus sign 3 times, it'll autocomplete from where you are currently. And then if you highlight all of that and then right click it
Oh,
you
interesting.
can custom prompt and be like,
Make it evil, you
make
said?
the, yeah, yeah, sure, make it evil.
Here we go.
Yeah. And then there's also if you open up the chat icon from the toolbar.
Oh, this one here?
Oh,
Got
yeah,
you.
that one. Um, you can start a chat, and these chats are all associated with the document. So you can like you can make different documents and like switch between them, and they'll have different chats associated, and it has the context of the doc. It knows what's in there. It looks like there's a bug with the formatting on that. It's trying to format. I could fix that.
Yeah, so it's definitely
And
responding to the things that we wrote. Yeah.
yeah, it's based on that. And you can also download the chat as a text file.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, and you can export the documents as text files so you can actually like use it. Now try changing the theme.
Okay. Dark theme.
Yeah, there's a bunch of themes in it actually.
Dracula
Like
theme.
some of them aren't working as well. Damn, that is not working as well as it should.
Dang.
But it used to work better. But like this was that's my favorite of the themes. But if you look at the files that are like in this project too, you'll see that I actually like prompted I prompted it to do each of the themes in their own CSS files. So that meant I could prompt to just be like add a new theme, and it just made a new CSS file and
without having
have
to add
change
that all.
anything that was already
Right.
there. You know, and
That's awesome.
all that. So
Multifile is like definitely something that's like harder to wrap your head around if you've not like learned it already. So this is a really good example of like one way that you can use multifile to reduce complexity in a project, right? Like, so instead of having all of these different themes in the same in one folder here, and they're all like contributing to the overall size of this file, having them separated into their own different folders allows the AI to ignore them when it can and use it when it needs to. Really good way of like saving token counts and making sure that you can extend the usage of your project longer. Like some of these themes are like 3,000 tokens. Some of them are 2,000. Like you can just cut that out of your project, which is super cool. Multifile is super powerful.
And yeah, it also like helps you like, so this is one of the first projects I made when we had multi-files, because I was like trying to like figure out how to make it useful and all that. But like, you know, I even made it so the toolbar along the top that has its own file, so I can just prompt specific changes to that and it would all still
Oh
be
yeah, I
super
see the
fast.
toolbar
So,
file.
like, yeah, so like even though this project has gone up, I don't know how many tokens it has now. You know, even though it has gone up fairly high, it's still like getting generally fast generations. So
Yeah. You can see like in the sidebar, despite being 30,000 overall tokens, the largest individual file is only 5,000. And like that's what we're talking about here with like breaking your project down into multiple files and making it a lot easier to work with. The AI is able to digest it better. So yeah, really cool.
yeah.
Another one I wanted to show is one that we're going to start right now and then we'll come back to. This one's called Civ Sim. This one blew up a few months back, and it was one of those that you kind of just watch. I don't think that it was a submission to our Zero Player Games contest, but it was like around the same time. So what you do is we'll start by putting a few couples around the map, and eventually, once we come back, we should see that they've formed like towns. So there's the first town up here. And then once we come back, there should be cities and like way more people and things going on. So we're going to come back to Civ Sim. This is one that I definitely wanted to show right here. This Minecraft mob does not exist. Big example of like the does not exist projects, right? Like we've been seeing those all over Websim right now. This one was just a really popular one that people really like and is stuff that's like familiar to a lot of the users. So what you can do is you're making up a mob that doesn't exist, and the AI is going to fill in those holes for you. So we can say, we'll name our mob the stinky crocodile, and the custom prompt, we can say like fire breathing, flying, or aquatic. Let's say shooting slime balls. I don't know. Acidic slime balls. We can write the health, the attack. We can pick a biome. Let's go with swamp is too easy, right? That's too obvious. Let's go with plains. And we'll say it's a hostile mob. So we're going to generate real quick. And that's going to generate us a simulated image of what that mob might look like, as well as its health and attack and some information about it. This project works really well, and you can see all of, like the things that other people have made and shared, and it's like, wow, it might crash because there's a lot of things that people have made.
That's good.
But like you can tell people really love this one, and it's a good example of like the this doesn't exist phenomenon that we've been seeing like all over Websim lately, of people using AI to generate things that like are sort of tagged along to their like favorite franchises or interests, and sort of like using those as building blocks to create something that is impossible, like the Void Elemental or the Spectral Beast. It's really cool.
Yeah. I also, like, what I really love about this one too, I just love that it does have a gallery of the mobs that people created, because it makes it a lot more fun. It makes it like more of a shared experience, you know, like, because it's like if you're just going on this mob does not exist and you're just making things for yourself, that's not as fun as when you see the things that other people made and you like get ideas and all that. And also I'll just say, like, as a creator, it's really satisfying seeing a lot of people make stuff on your creations, right? Like I bet this has well over 100 people besides the creator themselves that have made mobs on this, you know. So it's like
definitely a lot of people.
That's really good for Redbot.
Yeah. I mean, he's got 185 comments on it, yeah, and almost 200 likes, 26,000 views. Yeah.
That's good.
And again, like another one that's only 37 versions. Like it's a good example of like your ideas and your like creativity really can take you further than like just throwing prompts at a project continuously, right? Like something really good doesn't have to be incredibly challenging to do.
They should post this for the fandom contest.
They should. That'd
Like,
be a good idea.
In like Minecraft communities and
yeah.
This is the sort of project that we're looking for, you know, where it's like it's something that like a community, a fandom might like appreciate and just find fun, and then you share it to that community off Websim.
Okay, if I sort by most liked, the Nobody is the most liked, as well as the Warped Horror. It's pretty cool too. I didn't notice this when we first looked through it, but I saw after you can generate like in-game screenshots, which is pretty cool. Pretty interesting feature. Really neat. One that I just wanted to show off really quick. AI Sponge.
Right.
Absolutely hilarious. So this one is sort of like the idea comes from an older AI sponge from a few years back that does not exist anymore. But this one exists, at least for now. So we can say the Krabby Patty. No, Krabs got arrested for embezzlement. Okay, and we can say start chat. So it'll bring Krabs into the scene here too, and it's generating all of the audio and the voice lines right now. So give it a second. Websim project 3 years ago? No, the original AI sponge is a few years old. I think it's probably taking an extra second to load because it's got the third character, but I did test this like right before we went live. Let's see, maybe try clicking start again. Try refreshing. Let it all load in here a little bit. Come on, come on, come on. We're rolling the dice here. I can talk more about this project though while we're potentially waiting for these voices to load. So this creator was working on this one for like a month or two, and originally it was just the text generation. But eventually they, and I think they're still probably the only one who has connected live voice generation stuff into Websim. Like some of them have used like AI voice generated assets before, but this is the first one that uses like a live API while you do it. And I remember he wrestled with the project for weeks trying to figure out how to get it to use what is it? I don't remember the name of the voice provider, but man, I don't know why it's not working either, because I know it
Microsoft?
works. No, they're using no, it's like actual AI generation. I don't remember what it is.
11 Labs. I will say there's
No, it's a different one.
There's a new API from OpenAI for text to speech.
Interesting.
That could be super interesting. And you can like prompt it and be like, make it sound like SpongeBob. I don't know.
Let's see if maybe this older version works here. It's just the actual AI generated voices are really funny in this one because it like vaguely does sound like the characters. Okay, I don't know why it's not working now, but it was working earlier when I tried it. So you have to trust me. Okay, we're gonna look at Animated Doodler by Stabby Robot real quick.
Ooh, that's a good one.
2,200 versions strong. This one has been continuously updated for a very long time. And I don't know how to close the settings menu now. Whoops. You can do really fun little drawings. So let's pick some clouds here. Change your colors that you got. You can even change, like, you can select a gradient too, which is pretty fun. So, like, if I change my color here and select a gradient, it'll make that gradient a little bit more like this color here, I believe, which is pretty cool. There's tons of different brushes in this as well. You got your spiral, your rolling waves, confetti. This one's cool. I just like how all the different functions that it has, like all of the different sort of visual drawing tools that you can use here. I imagine like if you were really used to what all these tools did, and it was more like intuitive because of like how much you'd used it, you could probably do some really cool stuff with this visually. Another cool feature is you can download it as a GIF here or as a video. So like right now it's recording, and then we should be able to get it as a GIF here in a second, and then I can put that in chat for y'all. But it's really cool. I like the idea of like, we've seen drawing web sims for a long time, but like seeing them do like animations is really interesting. We definitely haven't seen animation drawings a whole lot. So yeah, the GIF works. I just put it in chat. I can't do it in YouTube unfortunately, but I put it in the Discord. But yeah, really cool project.
Wow.
Very neat. Oh, you can also generate colors too. Very neat. You can make the background a YouTube video. That's cool. Or transparent, which is very useful. I also like this over here. Let me zoom in so y'all can see. But he's pointing at the like button here. Really good incentivization to get people to like the project. Really good. All right. We looked at Stream Sim. We looked at Demolish and Destroy. Is this one gonna work? Potentially. Okay, if that one doesn't work, then 3D Sim is another really good one that we can take a look at real quick. "3D Sim" by professional web sim user Crap. So there's a cool tutorial here. Shows you how to do the things. You can import custom models and enable multiplayer as well. So if I connect to the multiplayer server, it should just bring me to that. Either way though, you can spawn these shapes. Let's get a ton of shapes in here. You can freeze them. You can make it nighttime. You can give the creator suggestions here. I don't know why the multiplayer isn't working on this one, but one of the really cool things about this project is that like it was like a single player project to start with, but like you had the ability to enable multiplayer and then immediately like play with other people and talk to them and all be seeing the same sort of environment here. So it was almost like that sort of like physics sandbox Gary's mod kind of vibe where people are like using a little physics engine to like sort of just kind of hang out, which is really cool. There's also goofy physics mode. The goofy physics mode is really good. It's fantastic. Yeah, big shout outs to this one. You got graphics quality menu too. Really neat. Great work, Crap. All right, that one's not loading. Let's see if does web chat work now. I'm not sure if it was
that one we needed to update to
Oh,
use.
right.
But that's a pretty simple prompt actually. To get it to work is to just be like, fix the AI. I would have said redo the AI features.
Okay.
With the with the documentation given, but maybe that'll work.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It did not.
It did not. Yeah, but I think if you do like a little sonnet prompt and it's just it's basically what I said, then that'll fix this project right up.
Redo the AI features with provided documentation.
Yep.
cool.
That should work.
Let's see. Do we have image generation happening on Vapor? We do.
Yeah, we
Okay.
do.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, while this prompt is running, we're going to look again at Vapor, because now we actually have the image generation happening, and I can show you how cool this is. Let's go. We're in a mysterious area with a neon haze obscuring the path, but we're excited. The place hummed with secrets, and we're ready to unravel them all. Let's touch this shimmering pool. Should do a VR contest one day. That would be cool.
You have to double click on it.
Oh,
Because the first click just brings it up to zoom it so you can like see what it
Got you.
actually is.
so we touched the shimmering pool, and now we're in the sunken grotto. This place vibrates with something ancient, something that whispers promises of power and oblivion. I can feel the change humming beneath my skin, a symphony of the strange and the unknown. So we can observe eyeless fish, swim through archway, look for an exit, try to communicate.
I just love the way that, like, you know, like, I actually think it's kind of cool that you look at the scene, you look at your environment first, and then the thoughts start to like fade in. You know, like, it just like, it feels like you're kind of like groggy in that moment, you know, and you're just
It's
like
very
looking at
dreamlike.
your surroundings. It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this websim a lot. It has it's just really immersive. Really immersive for being something that I think has technically been possible for a while now in websim. They did it like no other. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
I will say, when we updated the way the AI ability works, so it would work with like both text and image generation, making this sort of project became a lot easier. You know, it's been possible, I think.
And the
but
quality
it's,
of
like,
its response is better too.
quality of its response is better. I wouldn't even be surprised. I don't know if they're using this, but like, since the AI model is like Flash for the text generation, it can actually see. So I don't know if they're having it look at the images that are generated, or if that's just like a totally separate process. But regardless,
Interesting.
it's really cool, and this is just smooth.
Yeah. Whoa, we got a swirl in the I was gonna call it the ceiling, but that's the sky. Yeah, Vapor's really cool. I like the it has a great ambiance, really. I could explore in this one for some time. Really cool stuff. All right. That prompt didn't work either. Let's try clicking this error fix button here. And then we can go back here to our Civ Sim here. Maybe it didn't run while we were out of the tab, actually. Yeah, it seems like it's been maybe bugged. Oh no, okay, so we had a bunch of people, but they died. So while we were tabbed out, something happened. Some sort of massive catastrophe happened. Like, they built a town, they got people, they were doing stuff, everybody lived to old age, and somehow something happened. This person has PTSD. This person is unemployed, but they're really interested in green space projects.
They get hit by a meteor?
I don't know. There's like a history thing.
That's so
I don't know.
funny.
Yeah, Civ Sim is really cool because it's just one that's really fun to just watch and sort of see like what the AI does over time. So like if we put 2 people down and then we just like really speed up time, there we go. So okay, so we can see people are hungry in their town right now that they've just created. Now there's a second town right next door. But yeah, this one's really cool because it just like uses this like emergent AI like interaction ability to sort of like create a world that interacts with itself. And you can see like some of the connections. I can't get this like menu to go away, but you can see some of the connections that people form here. There's like lines going in between different people. You know, they're obviously existing in this like specific geographic area where they're building towns in different places and different people living in there and having different jobs. Like we have an engineer here. We have a lot of unemployed people, a lot of 9-year-olds and 1-year-olds because the world just got created. But it's interesting because it tells you like what generation they're a part of, like who's their mother, who's their father, where were they born. There's a lot going on in this one, and a lot that the game is keeping track of for the users to like continue to engage with the game, right? So let's see, we've got a few towns here now, and this whole county is now up to 55 citizens, which is pretty cool. So between all these different towns, we've got 55 people, which is pretty interesting. Oh, interesting. It shows you how many people have total been born. 105 and 70 are alive right now, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. And then I'm gonna show one of mine real quick. This one I made when I think it still works. I honestly haven't checked in a while.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I asked Kat to show this one because I just think it's so cool.
It's a cool one. So this one I should be able to actually demo properly because I do have my tablet plugged in if I don't drop the pencil. But when 01 Preview first came out, I think, this was the first thing I made with it. Let's see. It does work. Okay. Oh, but not the pen is doing weird stuff. Okay, we'll just use my mouse then. I need to fix like some of the scrolling stuff. There's like some bugs to fix, but like theoretically, it does like map pen pressure.
Just to like show.
Yeah.
Just to show on camera what's.
So we've got just a little drawing tablet, and then like you can see if I zoom in here, you can see pen pressure, right here. So check this out, right? It'll. Maybe I have to. Hold on. I might have to put it on a specific spot, like
Yeah,
onto
I
the
mean,
thing.
If you want to just demo with your mouse,
But yeah, there you
that's
go.
Totally fine.
You can see like it's supposed to track like how hard you're pressing on the thing to be able to like mold the clay better. But yeah, we'll demo with mouse. So you can shape your pottery here. So we'll do a little bit of that. We'll make a cool shape here. You can also change your tools so you can flatten it and make it a little bit smoother. So we'll do that. We'll smooth brain it real quick. And then once we save that, that'll get it added to... Oh, for some reason saving it didn't put it on the thing over here. Okay, there we go. So once you save something, you save a piece of pottery, it gets added to this like back area here on this platform. And then you go ahead and you fire it in the kiln, and then it gets put onto one of these shelves in the back here. And I need to fix a lot of the like camera controls and stuff, but once you fire it, it gets put onto back here. You can click on that piece of pottery, and then you can glaze it. So let's put on red, and we'll apply the glaze here, and you can just like, you just paint your pottery. Isn't that such a nice time?
Yeah.
So I want to like,
It's great.
I want to add a lot more to it. I like this one a lot. It was a cool concept. It deserves more. But yeah, if you want to do some like 3D sculpting stuff, it's also like, somebody mentioned it now. Now I want it to spin. It's supposed to be like simulating spinning, right? So like I need to make it visually look like it's simulating spinning, but like when you are manipulating the clay, you can see like
Right.
I think I have to refresh here, but when you're manipulating the clay, you can see it works around the entire radius of the thing as if it were spinning, which I just need to make it a visual cue thing, right? But it's a fun web sim. You know, you just make pottery. That's all you do. I think I made it in like an hour, 2 hours for that little hackathon we were doing. It was a fun one. Now add 10,000 unwanted lines. Sorry.
I really like Uniplay's idea too of like making it so you can add like 3D models and like 3D assets and then just like use those
That's cool.
as the pottery that you're like sculpting.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna have to remember that because I mean, don't we have? Yeah, we could do that. I could figure out something here. I don't know.
You could add sound effects too for like while you know like while you're.
It might be time for me to revisit this project.
Yeah.
It deserves a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a cool one. There aren't many others like it on Websim, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. There's a lot of like painting things, but not a lot of like 3D art things. I thought it was a beehive, basically. I believe that's all we've got for the Team's Choice web sims for today. We were just showing off some of the team's like all-time favorites, not necessarily best web sims or anything like that, just the favorites that we've had throughout web sims whole like first year kind of. Now it had 800k resolution and texture. My eyes are in 720p. Interesting. Yeah, we've seen really some incredibly creative projects, both technically impressive and conceptually really cool, and unique things that hadn't prior existed before WebSim. So seeing like what our community does with the tools that we give them is really exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks y'all for hanging out with us as we just show some web sims that we think are cool.
Yes.
You know, it's been, it is honestly just such a privilege to be able to work on WebSim and creating the thing that lets you all make really cool projects and get your ideas and into real software and real games and apps. Yeah, so I'm just really grateful for all of you, grateful for the team, and grateful for these incredible projects. I mean, some of the ones that we listed today, they're all some of our all-time favorites, are things that are literally have just shown up on Hot in the past like week or so.
Yeah.
You know, like the quality of creations that we're seeing are getting so good, and they're only getting better, and we are just trying to make the best tools for you all to do that, you know, like, and so like now some of the new tools that you have are the really powerful AI generation with text and images,
Right.
and you also have real-time multiplayer projects. It's really easy to make like agar.io projects, style projects, API. I don't know if I just saw API join in, and wanted to let you know in the chat that you should make the Katamari game into an IO game. I think that'd be super cool.
Make it PvP.
And then, yeah, and then you also have the asynchronous multiplayer stuff as well. You know, like you can make social networks in WebSim. Like before, you know who else was pretty young when they made a pretty cool social network? Mark Zuckerberg.
Literally.
Right. You know, like maybe one of the next, maybe the next duck is gonna come out on WebSim. Who knows? I wanna see it happen. I wanna see it happen. Hoff asking if we can separate multiplayer from database. We might. We're thinking about it. But yeah, no. I'm really excited to see how all of our great creators develop as creators and start to make bigger and better projects over time, because it's not just like one project that you make. You keep on making
Right,
more and more
right.
projects, and you develop your sense of taste and your aesthetics, and you learn what sort of things you can prompt for and what sort of things you can't prompt for, and you build up skills, and you're gonna, Websim is a journey, and being a creator is a journey, and that has been my monologue.
That's been absolutely one of the most like interesting parts, is seeing our creators grow and become like taking themselves more seriously as creators, as opposed to just like having fun on a site. It's cool seeing people like really take that development process to heart and like really care about the people that are playing their games and the experience that they're having and how to make it better. And we've been just seeing like tiny game devs being built. Like it's been really cool to see like happening like sort of live, I guess. You guys have impressed the entire team 1,000 times over. Like absolutely love the entire Websim community and the things that you guys have been able to do with the tools that we've given y'all. And thank you all for tuning in to the Team's Choice stream. The next event that we have is we have our contest. No, we're doing the game jam thing next Friday. We have to change some dates. We have to change some dates. Next thing where you can chat with Websim users and team is Sunday at same time as right now, I believe. Same time as usual, I think. Not sure yet. Where we're going to be doing a playtest for all of the Vibe Jam projects, so we can give each other feedback and see the ways that we can improve on these different projects, and how we can make it the best Websim games that we can. And we're gonna all help each other with that on Sunday. So tune in for that. If you haven't checked out the Vibe Jam, you should. If you've never done a Websim contest, do this one. This one is really important. Do this one. You could win dollar bones. Okay. Thank you guys all for tuning in, and we will see y'all again soon.